Hello everyone. It's Kim from K&RP here at Southeastern Manitoba. Today we are working on the Zine Hop. So it's Valentine's Day for us here in YouTube land. So since we each have a zine to do, I will show you what I am going to do for mine. First of all, we're going to take a piece of paper. I'm just using a single piece of white copy paper, and we're going to start by folding it in half. I know this is the way most people start their zines. That's fine. You know, everybody kind of has their own way of doing things, but they still do things differently. Okay, so we have a center fold down the half. We're going to fold it this way, trying to line up the corners as best we can. Oh, see, already it's moved, you know. It's just the way it goes. I'm just going to use my bone folder, and I am going to make sure that that's a nice crisp edge, and then I'm going to take the folded edge and I'm going to go up to this side again. Alright, and we're going to do this. Now we're going to open it up, and because we're going to cut it so that we get that interesting page fold thing that happens, I'm doing mine so I've got long skinny pages, not the short fat pages like everybody else. Make sure that you cut from the folded side to the first fold, because if you don't, you end up with this. And that doesn't make it fold nicely into a zine. You want to fold from the folded side to that point. So I'm just going to take my scissors, and I'm going to cut this down this fold here. There we go. Then we're going to open it up, and we're going to fold it so that it comes in nicely. And I'm just going to make sure that those edges line up, and I'm going to fold this. And I don't know about everybody else, but I always end up with just a little wee, it's off center. And I think that has to do with the number of pages that are folded between. If you know, it's got all this bulk, so it doesn't lie quite nice. Okay, so we have this. Now what I'd like to do is a quick decoration of this. I have some lovely wooden stamps that I just was gifted, so I'm going to use this one, and to do that I'm going to take a piece of plastic. I hope that's not too glary. Oh, it's going to be glary. Okay, I'll get some paint on that really fast. I'm going to use this K&RP Christmas Red. It is Valentine's Day after all. That's what we're working on. Oh, I got a big paint thing in there. Ugh. You know what? I'll deal with that after, because I only have 15 minutes. I have an old brayer. I'm just going to spread this out just a little bit. And then I am going to take that stamp, and I put it down right here. And I am just going to put it in the paint, and I am just going to stamp on the edges. And it's okay if I go off the edges. I'm just doing it randomly because I have the insides of this done pretty much. I got them made prior to starting the video, because we only have 15 minutes to do an entire zine. So I'm just going to fill in these spots. I just want some interest on the edges of the pages. This is going to provide that interest. You could use any kind of stamp you have. I'm just fortunate enough to have these. I will put that down. Now I've got paint on my fingers. That's okay. I'm just going to put spread that bray out a little bit, just so that it's not going to be a mess on my work surface. And okay, so there was a spot here that has quite a big blob of paint. I am just going to go and try and lift that a little bit. And this one has a big blob of paint, so that's going to be a little messier, but that is going to be underneath what I am putting onto the pages. Okay, so we're going to fold this back up, and this is going to be the front. So I've got a little bit of interest around the edges. A lot of it's more to the middle. It's not going to be seen. So I made these wonderful little page pieces to cover, you know, it's going to go in the middle. So I've done my stick people, I've done some balloons, and so it says love, and this one says is compromise, this one is memories. So each one has a thing about love is. So we are just going to glue these down on the pages. I just use Elmer's glue all. It's just a nice white glue, and I am just gluing. So I hope everybody has a wonderful Valentine's Day planned. I don't normally do much for Valentine's Day. We have a tendency to celebrate our love right throughout the year by showing each other our appreciation through little things that we do for each other. So I'm going to kind of center it. I'm not overly concerned if it's centered or not, if you know me. So there's the title page, Love is Compromise. Push it down, and we'll open it up. And so I have ladies going in both ways. Well, I guess they're angels because I put wings on them. Or I've got them right centered. So what I'd like to do is like a lady on each side, because if they're both together in the middle, I just want them on each side. I had this planned out because the shortness of time that we have for doing the zines, and I am not very computer savvy. In fact, this is my second attempt at doing a recording for this. So I guess you guys hopefully understand that I just want to make sure that it works for me this time. Yeah, we've got wings hanging over, is okay. This heart actually is right against the middle, against the fold. It does fold up. I'm just going to put a really deep crease in that with my nail so that it's not quite so bad. It'll still be bad. All's good. All's good. This is a fun project. Like I say, I did, you know, my little ladies. When you do things like this, and if you've got a specific theme that you're working on, it is well to plan it out. It's best, because if it's planned out, oh dear, I've got two, it's, you see the way these two balloons go? I hadn't, it's okay. Look at how cute that is. Of course, I cut out the balloons separately. I shaded them all, just to give a little bit of difference to it. Again, I am just gluing these. So this is a 15 minutes of you guys watching me glue. I'm so sorry. See if I can get that closer to the edge and not the center. I'm going to press these down pretty heavy. So as I say, I did all the balloons and I didn't shade them or anything till I had them all glued together. I did the angels separately, and then I fussy cut them out. Of course, I fussy cut the hearts, and the handwriting is mine. I didn't use any thing from my printer, because if I use it from my printer, then should I get it wet, the ink is definitely going to smear. I have 6 minutes left to go. We're at the 9-minute countdown. It's good, it's good. We just have to move this over a little bit. So they're not all going to be at the same height from the bottom, because some of the balloons go quite high. But I do need to smush this over just a little bit if I can. Oh, it's not going to go. Okay, so that heart too is going to get caught in the fold. I'll have to put some extra glue in there to make sure it stays. You know, you never really know how hard it is to come up with things to do with love. What love means to you, that's what the hop is about. And Valentine's Day, to me, it's not the boxes of chocolates, it's not the fancy jewelry. I'd much rather have something that they know that I'm going to appreciate, like these lovely little wooden stamps that my husband made me, just because he knows I use them. So to me, that's so much nicer than all the other stuff. To me, this is more romantic, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. Much more romantic. I'm sorry if this is bothering you, this paint on my... I could have put a paper down, I suppose. Those who know me, though, know that I am one of the messiest YouTubers that you will ever see. I hope some of you will subscribe to my channel. I like to come up with strange things on a regular basis. We have a lot of fun. I like to do a lot of interaction with... See, I can't see this L very well. I'm going to just come in and do it again in black ink. There we go. I guess what I'll do is I will come back and go over all the letters with black ink. And yeah, they're a little bit messy. It adds the whimsy. It adds the whimsy. So I will come back and do all these other letters. I am at the 12-minute mark. I don't know if I'll be able to get all of those letters done in the short period of time I have left. It's a race against the clock. I have no idea how the other peeps in this stream, in this hop, are getting their stuff together. I know that it's a tough one. And I only have the one zine to do. Those that have 3, my goodness. I wish them all well. I wish everybody well, but there we go. I think I've got this complete. 12 minutes and 47 seconds. Okay, we've got just a couple of minutes to flip through and read it. So, love is compromise. Love is memories. It's always lovely to share memories, especially if they're ones that you can laugh at. Love is communication. Love is friendship. Love is random. Love is consideration, and love is appreciation. And love is hope. Well, I hope that you guys have a fabulous Valentine's Day. I hope that you got something out of this little video. Definitely, you know, you can do the balloons. I just hand cut them all out. Put some strings on them, or mock strings. Did a little stick person angel. And, of course, a heart. So, I'm going to call this done. I am at 13 minutes and 45 seconds. I'm a minute and 15 seconds short. Thank you all so much for watching. Thanks who watch on replay. Thanks for those who attend the hop. And definite big thanks to Raul and Jasper for putting this together for us. And I wish you guys all the best and have an absolutely lovely, lovely Valentine's Day. Bye now. Gotta find my mouse.